So, welcome back, guys. YouTube channel. Sorry, the video was cut short. This is the part two of the video. God bless you as a lesson. Amen.
Actually, I know fit talk say I no dey satisfied. Except if I no wan follow una go the next this thing. Okay, so week 5. All right. Two assignments. Wait, what do they have for here? Activity 2. Create a program that includes animal or vehicle with the same action like move. However, make each class define move differently from car move, plane move, fly. Everything say whether na something we go tough. Why they come do like that? Like say, okay. Now, so here, this assignment is actually, wait, we could still create our own listing here. Share the link to your GitHub repository. Okay. Okay, so let's do week WK5 Python class again. Let's create another repository, WK Python as. Oh yeah, now they answer me once. So, I'll stop this record and initiate a new one. Okay, I can stop the record. Stopping record. Why did it take time? Like it's fast, fast, fast. Okay. Start recording. All right. Okay. So home. Let's go home. Okay. Now I'm going to create another new repository. All right. So this one I'm going to call it Python. Say Python wk wk5 Python as okay. Then I'm going to create the repository. Okay. Copy this. Can shrink this here first. Or do I need to even shrink it? No. Right click here, new window, and then I can do what I have to do. Okay. My first paste this thing here. Console first mercy. Open folder. Just grab my. Okay, just grab. Okay, let me use the Python assignment folder then. Python assignment folder. Yeah, I mean, I'll show this thing fast. Wasting time. Okay, so ls, let me see what's inside first. Okay, week 4, no problem. Git clone. Am I still with you guys? Oh, are you guys there?
Yes, yes.
I cannot dey follow myself, they talk. Okay, so I'm going to clone my repo again. Code along, just code along. Make sure you're coding along. Okay, so I don't need to do this ECOP again. I need to drink water. The carbonated drinks that I've been taking this week is not good. ls, you should see week 5, okay. cd week 5. All right, so I'm inside the week 5. I'm going to increase the screen now so I can clear these garbages. Okay. So now let me just grab this again. So let's go back to the assignment. Okay. So in the assignment here, they said uh, design your own class, create a class representing anything you like, a smartphone, a book, or even a superhero, add attributes and methods to bring the class to life. Okay. So instruction to initialize each object with unique values, and also you can add an inheritance. Okay. 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 So this is actually very cheap. So for those of you that has been in the sessions before, and I've been joining the section that we did the mini app together. So this is definitely not going to be an issue for us, right? So let's think that's battery low. Hey, Palladio. That's low battery there. Okay. Let's just continue on. I hope. So let's speak. Oh my God, let me just touch the app. What do I even call this? Let me say OOP. I don't even know what I'll call it now. OOP.py. Okay, so I'm done with terminal. So now I can say code OOP.py. It's going to open it, and then I can. Okay, it's opened. Don't open up. Back, come on here. Save, but come on here. So cancel. Now, okay. So now we are going to pick the the relatable here, right? So the smartphone. So let's do the let's first set up the class, all right? So I'm going to class. Then I'm going to call this my class what? Smartphone. Smartphone. Okay. So if you're coding along, open your eye. You have to rush this thing. So double underscore where in it. All right. So in it, self and then pass. So this pass is asking it to just like pass. Don't worry. You can just pass, just jump and pass. There's nothing to worry about. But actually, there's something to worry about because let me make sure I'm still connected. Yes, I'm still connected. So we have to get more for there. We have to jump and pass. So dev, so now that we've defined, so I'm going to just add a comma and then I'll give it, this is where I will give it all my, okay, then what do I even know about smartphone? Can see the brand of the smartphone, like the model, and let's say the storage. That's the thing that I will look at if I want to buy a phone. The brand, the model, and then the amount of storage it has. Right? So down here, where I removed the pass from, so I'm going to use self to access all these things. So if you don't understand what I'm doing now, and all those things, just go to the Roy Tech Ops YouTube channel and then watch the video. You're going to understand. Then I'm going to call it, say brand again. Then I'm going to say self. Self dot, what else do we have? Model. And then I'm going to say equals model. Then say self dot the storage, right? Yeah. The storage. And then I'm going to say equals what? Storage. All right. So, and that's it. So now here, under the same line with the define, here. So I'm going to define an attribute. Okay, I've already defined my attribute. So now I want to define a method that is going to bring it to life. So I'm going to call this call. My phone can call, no? Abi, phone can call. So self as usual. Then if you want to call, you need number. You need a number to be able to call. Like you need a number to call, like to call the number. Because the English is still going in separate ways, like multiple ways. Folks or multiple. What be this one? Come on, dear Joe. So then uh, calling my number first, calling the number, then from I will now give the self dot model of the phone. So calling from the phone. Then let me add dot 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 to just expand this thing the more. Then back. So that's it. So if I want to call, I'll use this to call. And then what if I want to check the info of my storage? Let's see. Let me check and say info of my storage. Info of my phone. I too like storage. So I'm going to put self, all right? But then here, unfortunately, I'm not going to add any attribute because I just want to use it to access what I am in. Where this thing? Okay, see here. What I need about the phone. So here I can say, let me say self.brand. So let's say self.brand. So that's like I'm saying techno. The brand is techno, then self.model. I'm going to grab the model here. Model, yeah, thank you. Model here. Then after grabbing the model, then I can say with so Techno 2.5 with then the storage. And say self.storage, very easier. Self.storage here. Okay, self.storage. Then I'm going to add gigabyte at the back. Then storage. That one don't do. Big. Okay. So once I call the info of the phone, I should see Techno Spark 20 with 128 gigabytes storage. As simple as that. And that's it. It might actually look somewhat tricky, but either you like it or yes, that's it there. Okay, so this activity 2 here now, I come with the problem. She will do them inside the same file or two separate files. Well, since their class is going to be different, we can use the same file. But let me see if I can run Python now. I never even finished the installation then. Or have I? Okay, let's run this and see if we are lucky. Oh, no even answer. Okay, you walk. What is it? Python assignments, blah blah blah. Okay, I never even call them. Sorry. We just run it. I've not called it. Let me call it then. Wait, you're supposed to call it. I already called it here. Print. Let me call it outside. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. Okay. So now for the phone now. Now let me call the phone. So I'm going to create a variable called phone. Then I'll set phone equals smartphone. Where is it? So smartphone, and then I'm going to give it the what are the distinct. So I say brand, model, and storage. So I'm going to give it the brand, the model, and the storage. So let me say Samsung, then comma. Let's say Samsung S24 Ultra, S24 Ultra, then comma. So let's say 256 gigabytes. So 256. So here I already set it. So now this is time to call the phone info. So phone now dot info and then add this. So let's run this and see what we get. And then it says Samsung S24 Ultra with 265 gigabyte storage. Wow, our app works. Actually, I know it will work, but we just have to test it for those of us that. 407040218796. Yeah, I guess that's it. So now let's call and see. Calling 070 from Samsung S24 Ultra. So the app is actually working. Are we there? Hello, anyone? Jesus, you don't think why you're on our voice last. Are we still there? Anyone? Hello? Hey.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. I hope you guys are understanding, although I'm not entertaining question yet, but you're getting it, right?
Sure.
Mhm. Yes, definitely. My code will actually be on my GitHub repository. So you can just go to my GitHub repository and grab them. So you just look for God's favor hyphen leveler king. So let me even grab the link first and then paste in the message in case
Just
if
drop it in the chat.
you know I have to finish everything this night because this evening because this is the last this thing and week 5 happens to be like the bro come on here. Okay, so now let's quickly rush the second one, all right? So this second one, we are asked to do a polymorphism challenge. Okay, so while this polymorphism challenge, actually the polymorphism is like, inheritance plus encapsulation. So it's like things might have the same, they might have the same attributes, but the functions within are actually separate, all right? So let's create a subclass that adds like a feature and hide one details, okay? So now this is how we're going to do it, okay? So for the two, no, so should I just start with the polymorphism challenge now for the vehicle? Or use constructor to initialize each object with unique values. Ha, my God. We haven't finished this thing. I didn't even notice this one. I didn't even notice this line 3. So we have to add some constructors to share. So I'm just going to say class, let me say gaming phone. Let me say gaming phone, and then I'm going to call this phone smartphone, our smartphone, like this. So this is polymorphism and encapsulation, but the okay, well, I don't go to use JavaScript and this thing for here. Okay, now define, then as usual under init, thank you. And wow, he brought it by itself. Thank you. God will bless this thing. I don't imagine how I got to write all this thing, but he brought it automatically. God bless you, Jerry. Thank God they've updated VS Code. Before, you still have to type everything. All right, so now I can just say something very simple. Just say self dot underscore GPU. All right, and then say the GPU power. GPU power. Then I can say equals GPU. Come on here. Then I can say it's also GPU power. All right. So now if you look at it, you discover that here there is an error here. That's because here I haven't added this thing in our attribute. So I'm going to just newly add GPU power. So GPU underscore power. So and everything is okay again. Wow. Okay, so now let's continue. So the define again. So back to the define line again. I'm going to use it to play a game now. So let's say play game. So let's play a game. So remember, to be able to access the attributes, we need a self, and then I'm going to give the game. So now, what game are we going to play here? First of all, let's just create the function that is going to respond to it whenever we want to play a game. So I'm going to say playing, call the game here, then playing game, then with GPU power. Sorry, GPU power. Then here I can now call the self dot GPU. GPU power here. Self dot GPU power here, and then I can wait. I don't understand. Okay, yes, at the back here. This GPU power, and that's it. Let me just add dots, maybe 2 or 1, and that's it. So it's almost still the same thing for everything. So, and then now that I've added my GPU power, so I can play games with my phone, right? So now let me go and play game with the phone. Let me just quickly play games. I don't care battery I use. So let me just say gaming equals gaming phone. Gaming equals gaming phone. Then I'm going to remember it starts from brand and everything downward. So let's say I'm using ASUS, all right, and then I have ASUS. I'm gonna use ROG 6. Like that 6 get power very for playing game. Then the internal storage. Let me just say 521 be the internal storage safe. I don't even know. But then the GPU, high-end GPU, so that the game will not be lagging. High-end GPU. I already called the gaming here. So then here I can see my gaming info here. Gaming.info. So with this, I can grab the info of the gaming, the info of the game, and then let me quickly say gaming dot. Remember, we have a play game. Name this play game. Then I'm going to set my game. I actually like Call of Duty, so Call of Duty. I'm still even going to play it tonight. All right, so let's check this out. And so it says ASU this with ROG 6 with 512 gigabyte storage, playing Call of Duty with GPU power high end. So, and that's it. So I guess that's actually it, Sha. That's actually it for this. And so let's quickly rush to that 2. The polymorphism. This PC try never dies anything. Wow. That's the advantage of new PCs. Okay. So create a background that includes I've even explained this already. So okay. So we'll use vehicle here, all right? We'll use vehicle here. So I'm going to say a class and I'm going to call it vehicle. I'm going to rush this as sharp as I can. Then I'm going to define this thing here and then call it move. Define a method here and then call it move because that's what we're actually doing. A method here. It's about method, not about attributes here. So a method, it can move. So then I can print, let me just say the vehicle is moving, right? Abby? the vehicle. I mean, I say the car is moving. No, vehicle can be anything. The vehicle is moving. Why this vehicle is moving? So the vehicle is moving. Then I think that's all for that one. Move past like that. Then I can say class now. All right. Now this is where I specify the vehicle. Then this is class, and I create a car here. So I created a class called car here, but then the attribute I gave it now is that actual vehicle. All right. So which means with car can now use the function of a vehicle. Car now has the function of a vehicle. All right. So define move here, and then from here just self also, and here, and then I can just say print driving. Add this one. Then okay. So we can create another class. Plane, okay. Can create plane again. Plane. Then give them the same thing again, but instead of typing everything, let me just ALT shift down. Am I still with you guys? Am I still connected? Hello, anyone?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So the same thing, but you cannot drive a plane. You fly a plane. So flying. Okay. And class. Let's see. Okay. Let me just add one more thing. Which other vehicle do we have? Air, land, and water. Boats. Then it's going to be the same thing. So, Control Y, Control Z. Sorry. Okay. So this is just going to be boat. Hi, God, I beg. Which kind of this? Boat. This thing should just hold on so I can push. Although if this thing should, wow. Let me keep it here first, just in case I can join in with another PC, because it's going to go out any moment from now. See, your battery is very, very low. So it can go out any moment from now. So I'm just keeping that one there, just in case. So the boat has been added, right? So you cannot fly a boat. So I'm going to say sailing. Sailing, sailing, sailing right for me. Okay, now let's use these things and then see how it works. So I'm just going to call vehicle. All right. Now I'm going to call vehicle, and then I'm going to use an array to call all of them at once. I'm going to use an array to call all of them, and then I'm going to call car. No be even array that they call them for Python. Sorry, list. I'm going to use a list to call them. Then plane. Then boat. You don't remember me for the whole complex again today. Wow. And then, sorry. Boat. So then now I can now blessing. So now I can now use this thing. I can now use what's it called? Loop. I can now loop through it and say for V in vehicles, no, she not vehicles. Now vehicle. Which one be vehicles? Why they talk again? So for V in vehicle, now I can now say V dot move. So here I am assigning move to each and every one of them. All right. Then move, and then that's it. So if I should run this, what did you do? Then let's run this and everything will be moving. So driving, flying, and sailing. So our app works perfectly. So that shows the polymorphism. So you use same method, like you use same method name, and but they all have different behaviors. But they are all using move, 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 move. Although they all have different behaviors. So just as we've done, so the assignment one here is actually just showing like class design plus inheritance and the encapsulation. While this one is like the this way we show the polymorphism like clearly. So let's quickly rush this. Rush and go hospital. Say rush and go hospital. Which are they talk today? Let's rush it to GitHub. From the rush and go hospital. Come on, get away. Okay.